especially with peonies and also often with roses, I choose to use contrast. Because then the flower and the color, the shape, the structure of it really stands out. And especially in show gardens as well. I would say for me, I could see rocks or a tree which was falling down, and then you have the peonies plants. So it's not going to be too romantic, but really respect the flowers more in that way. That's also a way of doing it.
And that kind of brought me to Jens, your flower arrangement you've done for this month, because in order not to compete with peonies, you really central the peony, the flower on its own with twigs, kind of structure it and bring the visual, the eyes to the peonies.
Yes, but that was one option, and when I work, I often work with several different options, and then I go back and leave it for a while, and then I go back and look at it again, and then I thought I want to show you something else, because normally you can say people when they buy things, they buy bunches of this. This is a pink rose. We can get, as a florist, we can get peonies now. I saw yesterday, but they from Chile as a South America. But and then you have to think about all the flights and the environment. And I prefer to wait. You eat strawberries when it's strawberry time. You don't eat strawberries in the winter. Anyway, I like to make these frames, and I am also a kind of a nest man. That's how I have created my garden in Westminster, full of nests. So it's just like this, and then I stick one flower in, and then you have a frame. Each nest will then be a frame around a picture of one flower, and that's what I find quite interesting. It's a different way of thinking, and I can also make a smaller nest like this, and in that way the flowers also, they actually last much longer. People forget when you work with them and have flowers at home, and especially with peonies, there is this, what is it? Oh, they never last so long. No, but you have to remember, you have to give them a fresh cut every second day. You have to give them fresh water and then spray them over with water every day, or leave them outside in the night so they get the damp from the air, and then they will last much. As I said before, they are divas, and you have to treat them really well. If you treat them in a nest and make it more sculpture, then you respect it, and you will see beauty. Other with the flowers you would not have seen if you have it as a massive bunch.
Yeah, and they don't blow so much then if you've got them in the nest. They'll keep their form, won't they?
Yeah. Last longer. They last longer.
I know when I was working for a commercial peony cut flower grower in New Zealand, and we were cutting about between sort of 300,000 and 500,000 stems, and when we were choosing the, we'd have to go through twice a day when they're at their peak, and you'd walk down the rows and you'd squeeze the head. So what you were looking for, as in terms of a picker, was you'd be looking for a bud that was just starting to show the first little bit of colour in the opening bud. And if you gave that bud a squeeze, if it was tight like a golf ball, it was too early. If it was puffy, you knew that there was never going to be anything in there when I opened it up. But what you're looking for was, and you can feel it, it's like the layers of an onion. So you can feel the layers in it just giving slightly. And then you knew that was...
The most important thing is actually you spray it over with water. We us humans, we love watercolors as well. And you can go to Boots and buy a spray out and then spray it, and then you can see how you're much younger, 10 years younger. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.